What's up YouTube? My name is RJ and I run the YouTube channel called Gen Z Investor. And today I'm going to be talking about how I got into selling option premium. So I was always fascinated by kind of the trader lifestyle. I guess I thought it was cool that you could sit in front of a computer screen, make a couple trades and make a bunch of money. I was always just kind of fascinated that there was the ability to do that. So I'm studying to get my degree in finance, and I have a pretty good understanding of how the stock market works. And I realized that it is very, very difficult to achieve alpha in the stock market. Whether you're a day trader, swing trader, or even long-term investor, achieving alpha in the stock market is extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. And I essentially believe that the markets are pretty close to random, with a slight long bias, meaning that the stock market is going to go slightly up in the long run. So apart from just holding the SPY index, I don't believe that you can actually make money long term, again, whether it be day trading or long-term investing, because I believe that most equities are pretty much perfectly priced. However, I kind of stumbled upon what are known as derivatives. So there's futures, forwards, options, and swaps. More specifically, I got into options for the main reason being that when you sell option premium, you essentially have a statistical advantage compared to any other derivative product or equity product. So then I started getting really into learning everything I could about stock options. I researched the Black-Scholes model. I watched countless videos, and I stumbled upon a guy called Option Alpha. Now, Option Alpha, looking back on it now, I realized that he has not a very good strategy, and I don't think that he is a highly profitable trader. However, he did kind of get my feet wet into the options market on YouTube. I learned what a call and a put is. I learned implied volatility versus, realized volatility. Understood that by selling option premium, you're essentially a casino, and you are basically making money off of irrational behavior. Now, moving forward, I started watching a channel called Tastytrade. So Tastytrade does kind of back tests, and they verify profitable strategies through, again, back testing. So they had a more logical approach, because in the equities market, basically everything follows pretty much a random walk. So any fundamental or technical analysis that you do is pretty much pointless. It's not going to help you make any more money on the stock market. So Tastytrade kind of has this same kind of philosophy, which is kind of the efficient market hypothesis, which that's kind of the textbook term for it. So when you sell option premium, again, you're kind of like a casino. You're limiting your profitability, and theoretically you do have what they call undefined risk. However, the probabilities are essentially almost always in your favor when you sell option premium, as long as you have enough occurrences and you have a good strategy. Now, then I stumbled upon a guy named David Jaffe from Bestop Strategy, and his strategy, I think, is one of the best strategies out there for making money on the stock market. Essentially what he believes is that you should wait for a stock to correct from its trading range, and then you should sell a put about 10% lower than the current stock price. And if that put gets challenged, you can just roll and manage that put, that naked put. So I started paper trading doing that, and I think I beat the S&P 500 by like 6x over a given like 4 or 5 month period, and realized that selling stock options is pretty much what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I realized just how much money is in the derivatives market. So then I did more research on like the brokers and realized that you only have to put up 20% of the capital for an options trade, whereas most brokers will, if you want to go long equities, you will have to put up 50% of the capital. So when you trade options, you're essentially getting free leverage. Additionally, once you understand the options market, you realize that there's actually no situation where being long stock is better than being short a put. So for example, let's say you want to go long Facebook or Tesla or Apple or whatever stock, you're much better off selling options around that equity than actually buying the equity outright. The kind of thing to think about is if you sell an at the money put, which is where the stock is trading at now, you can collect a lot of premium for selling that option. Therefore, there's actually no situation where owning stock is better than being short a put. I realized that making money on the stock market isn't about really knowledge or technical or fundamental analysis. It's all about strategy. And there's a lot of people out there who don't understand the options market and don't want to understand the options market. But in my experience, selling option premium is the only statistical way that you're going to achieve alpha in the stock market. And this really changed how I viewed investing. And now I want to be more involved in the options community because we are a very, very limited slice of the pie in the finance industry. And I believe that we have kind of all the facts on our side, and that most of the finance industry is just a big scam, whether it be day trading or even long-term investing or hedge funds. I mean, all these are pretty much garbage. The only way that you're gonna make money, consistently make money in the stock market, is selling option premium. And that's what I realized. And now I wanna give kind of a very transparent view of my portfolio. And try to share some trades, talk about some trades, and really try to build this kind of community. So that's pretty much it. That's how I got into selling stock options. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content on stock options. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.